A movie finally exists where Batman fights Superman on screen. Tell me how not to get excited about that, seriously. Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice. And this is a spoiler-free review. No spoilers in this video, so just sit back, relax, enjoy. So Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice is really the introduction to the DC cinematic universe. You could argue that Man of Steel is, but this is the one where you have Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, they're all on screen together, and you get the feeling this is now a bigger universe. And in the beginning of this movie, it shows Bruce Wayne was there in Metropolis when the whole throwdown between Zod and Superman went down, and destruction, buildings got destroyed. That city took hit. And now Bruce Wayne's a bit hellbent on waging war with this alien who could destroy the entire world if he really wanted to. And then you have Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor being a little twerp in the movie, and you know, he has his own agenda. Then you have Wonder Woman, and she has her own agenda. A lot of cogs in this movie. A lot of things are turning, a lot of things are happening. Let's talk about what I liked first. First of all, I really liked Ben Affleck as Batman / Bruce Wayne. In fact, every Batman element in this movie is my favorite element in the movie. I liked Bruce Wayne, I liked Alfred. I love Jeremy Irons as Alfred. He had the quips, he had the one-liners. I thought Jeremy Irons was a great pick as Alfred. And when the kick-assery goes down with Batman, it really goes down. I'm pretty sure he kills folks, though. I'm gonna have to watch this movie again, and I'll address it in the spoiler video that I'll do about it. But you know, all those scenes in the trailer where he has like 50 cals on the Batwing and the Batmobile, and you're like, is he shooting things? Are people dying? I'm pretty sure, I'm pretty sure people got shot and killed and died. So if that's gonna piss you off, that's just gonna piss you off in the movie, because I'm pretty sure Batman kills folks. And when the Batman-Superman fight goes down, finally at the end of the movie, it's pretty cool to see. It's Batman and Superman fighting on the screen, dude. Like, I've waited all my life for that shit. And this movie does feel more like a Batman movie than a Superman movie. At first it was kind of pitched as Man of Steel 2, but it is not Man of Steel 2. And surprisingly, the whole Dawn of Justice element, I actually enjoyed too. I mean, Gal Gadot, she didn't piss me off as Wonder Woman. I actually liked her. And in that, we finally come to the things that I didn't really like in the movie. I mean, this is Batman vs. Superman. Anyone throwing up an early review doesn't want to be the one to be like, hey, there's shit I hated in this movie. But hey, whatever, I'll take the hit, because that's what I do here. Props to the movie and its transparency. Anything from the trailer or the casting, I felt like it might suck ass. It actually did suck ass. Jesse Eisenberg as Lex Luthor from the get-go, I was like, I really don't like that, and I don't see that, and he's not going to be Lex Luthor how Lex Luthor should probably be, and sure enough, he's exactly what he looked like in the trailer, which makes me think he's just a bad choice, because he was kind of like Jim Carrey playing Lex Luthor. That's not to say he's Ace Ventura, I'm just saying there's something about him that made me go, yeah, Jim Carrey would be doing the same exact job here. And when Jesse Eisenberg was delivering certain lines in this movie, I took my brain and I imagined Michael Rosenbaum delivering them, and I'm like, yeah, that just would have been better. Would have been redundant, and would have been better. And the pacing in this movie. This movie is 2.5 hours long. Did it need to be? I guess to cram everything in this movie that they were cramming into this movie, yeah, it had to be 2.5 hours long. However, there are enough elements like threads. You can just see them. You're like, that didn't need to be in there. They could have taken that out, could have taken that out. Could have shortened down the runtime. It's just when it's that easy to see what they could have done, it starts to be like, hey, how could I see that and you not? Example, at the very beginning of this movie, there's a scenario where people died and people are like, oh, did Superman kill them? I don't know. Let's kind of put him on trial and let's see, do we actually need Superman around? That's the question now. But the fact is, hey, do we need a superhuman god character on Earth? Is he good? Is he bad? That's just kind of... That is a conclusion that human beings would reach on their own. You don't need a catalyst. You don't need this event to happen. So right there, you could have taken that event out. Boom, save some time. And enough scenarios that you could take out of the movie happen in the movie, and it starts to wear on the pacing. And that stupid thing is as dumb as it looked in the trailer. And the bummer is Doomsday in this movie does exactly what I thought he would do. You know, when that trailer came out and then all of us douchebag YouTubers put up our cameras and we were like, yeah, it looks like they're just shoehorning some Doomsday CGI monstrosity into the end of the movie so they can have Superman, Wonder Woman, and Batman fight something. It's exactly what happens. It's exactly how it happens. So good job on the transparency trailers. I guess the thing that irritates me about it is it looks like Batman vs. Superman didn't learn from the Man of Steel legacy. Remember at the end of Man of Steel, all that destruction happened, everybody was like, that is way too much destruction. And then Batman vs. Superman's happening, it's like, yeah, I know, that's exactly how Bruce Wayne is gonna see it, and that's why he's gonna declare war on this alien who has way too much power, and you're like, alright, so there was a method behind the madness, there was almost a reason for all the destruction. So now that that's already happened in here, there's gonna be less destruction in this movie, right? No, I'm pretty sure more destruction happens at the end of this movie because of the whole Doomsday thing, and I just feel feel like they're just doing it for the sake of because now. It's kind of like, oh, okay, so that's just a Zack Snyder thing. He just likes blowing shit up. All right. Guys, in the end, Batman vs. Superman was one of those movies where there were things I thought were great in the movie and things that I thought were shit in the movie. They were apparent early on because of the trailers, and it's all just kind of come to fruition to be like, oh yeah, all those paranoia that you may have had, you're justified in them. I love the Bruce Wayne element, I love the Batman element, but the pacing leading up to that conflict just there wasn't enough payoff for it. 2.5 hours of just watching things happen. All right. I still think Jesse Eisenberg is a miscast as Lex Luthor, and in the end, I feel like they just brought in the whole Doomsday thing for the sake of just, explosions and destruction. That's fun. Admittedly, it is fun in that fireworks show kind of way. I just think a movie called Batman vs. Superman deserved better. And for that, I will say Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice would have been a better time if I were drunk. Yeah, now it's a party. Wait, what? Batman vs. Superman. How is it not the coolest fucking movie ever? The biggest gladiator match is actually the one that takes place in here between the part of you, the realist and the optimist. The part of you that wanted to like the movie more than you actually did, and the part of you that just thought the movie was alright. Alright, so Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice. Have you seen it? What did you think about it? Whatever you think, comment below. Let me know. And as always, if you like what you've seen here and you want to see more, click right here to see more.